Let me do that again with my mic on. Hello, I'm Alex from AP Inc. Um, Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, uh, kind of a bit more technical. Um, so I was going through my own artwork and um, some yeah, some of my artwork is a bit more cartoony. So some of the shading that I do is a bit more, I guess, like um blocked or like cell shading. And I just wanted to give I guess two examples of the different shading styles that I'm aware of. There might be more. This is just what I'm aware of. So I've got a piece of mixed media paper, and just for moving this around or moving this along a bit faster, I'm gonna do two circles. I'm going to color them in the same, but I'm going to show two different examples on how to shade them. Like, I think the best reference for like cell shading would be if you go back and check any of, I guess, like Disney's original animated movies, like the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or the original Cinderella, where it was the nothing was animated back then. I'm not talking like the remastered. I'm talking like the original, where I should have actually done that with marker. So I'm just gonna start that again really quick. But when all of the images for the movie was actually hand drawn, hand painted on cells versus now where most everything is digital. Okay, so just to put more emphasis on the shadow and less on the color, I'm gonna go with this really pale gray. I mean, I could do any color, but I want the shading to actually stand out. So I'm gonna shade them both the same, or color them in both the same. Okay, so just for uh, reference, I guess, I'm going to choose a light source direction. So we'll say the light is coming from here, so this point here. Now I'm going to shade one more like transitional and one more like cell shading, which the shading in cell shading isn't gradual or light. It's almost like the shadow has a shape. So the cell shading, I'm going to use marker. The gradual or kind of like light shading, I'm going to do in colored pencil, which I have my pencils here. Okay, so I've got kind of a dark midtone here, if that makes sense. I'm not going to the darkest, but kind of like a middle ground. Of course, this is also comparing colored pencil to marker, which it's not going to be 100% comparable, but I think it really depends on like what look you're going for. Like I think cartoon wise, I think it was Samurai Jack. I think that's the name of it. That kind of brought back like an old school vibe. Okay, so just to add a bit more depth to it, I am gonna try to find this darkest gray. So I could leave it just like that, or I could go over it again with the mid-tone gray to kind of blend those together. I think for the sake of this, I'm going to leave it as is. Okay, now because of how light this gray is, I don't think I already said this, but you could shade in other like tones aside from like grays, but just for simplicity, I'm going to stick with gray. Okay. So so I've got like a light gray here. So I suppose this could be like cell shading versus, I don't know, maybe like more of a realistic style of shading. Whoops. make sure you check the color before you actually start to use it so that you didn't pick up the wrong one. You could very easily kind of mix these two techniques to start off with ink and then bring in like subtle colored pencil. It all depends on what what end result you're going for. I am kind of going out of the desired realm here by adding this bit, but just to add a bit more of a transition. So as you can see, the shading here is a bit more subtle versus here, and that's because of the different style, kind of the blocky shadow versus the transitional, but also colored pencil versus ink. Um, take it as you will. I just thought maybe if you're new to art, this might be a good tip. Anyways, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you to whoever watched. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.